trying to put this vlog together, which is a composition of last few days on the parts where the camera did work. So I'm going to get straight to it. Here's Sunday, where Jen and I were filming for her channel, and let's just get straight to it. Hey guys. Wow, that's loud. Hey guys, today I'm going to be helping Jen film some of her videos. We're doing some box opening reviews, but we're trying to up our game with that one. What we want to do now is also do some running video parts in with the... She's emptying the recycling. So what we want to do is get some running parts in it as well. So show the locomotive or the wagon or whatever running on the track. And as a result of that, we need to go out and film in the shed. So I said to her, why don't we do a trains running by video at the same time? Then we've got 2 videos that we can make for the price of 1. And she's agreed, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to leave her to do her piece to camera and whatever. So let's get on with it. Oh my goodness. I kind of got to crawl into here. This section of the model does lift out, but we never actually lift it out because it's a bit of a faff to put back. But we are here in the shed. Can you even see me? There I am. My goodness, in all my focused glory. Here in the shed. Got the phone because we're going to do some close-up shots. The other one for some tracking shots that are close-up. Then the massive camera here for the rest of the shots. That'll be pretty good. There. I know you don't need to be in focus, but there you are. It's all set, it's all recording. Right, she's about to do her pieces to... well, not pieces of camera, her voiceover for the review. Let's hope this works out. It's a decent new setup, and I hope it works. Okay, that's pretty much all I've got for you for that, because, like I said, the camera started to cause problems. It would just cut out the sound. Like that. And as a result, there's not much you can do about that. There's not much you can film. So I had to stop. So let's jump straight to the next day where I was having more problems. Hey guys, the weather is awful again. We've had rainstorms all night, which of course means the moment the sun comes out, all of the humidity goes back up. So it's horrible here. It's clammy and icky and horrible. So I've got myself a thing of Monster with some ice in it. Oh, the cooling effect. And I'm trying my best to get on as best I can. I've got Jen's video that we recorded yesterday to put up, and that took up a huge amount of the day. We're trying out a new format that... hang on, this is not even straight, is it? We're trying out a new format for her that should make her unboxing videos look far better and far more professional. Mic check 1 2 1 2. It seems to be just whining and not recording at the moment. Let's see if it works. Okay guys, I'm hoping that the video quality is okay and that the microphone is now working. I had to fiddle with it because it's given a massive buzzing on the videos that I'm trying to edit. And when Jen was making her video for piece to camera and all the audio for her stuff, it was just whining and wasn't recording any audio at all. So hoping that it's fixed now because I've been fiddling with it. See what we're doing? I've got to record this again because it just didn't work. So Jen is here to record her piece to camera and she's telling me to bugger off, so that's where I'm going. Give me way. Some days they just seem to get away from you. Jen's re-recorded her sound and I've recorded it on the computer as well as on the camera just in case the camera's still having buzzing issues. I think it won't be. I've kind of worked it out now. But so as you can see, the camera issues continued and I couldn't record properly. So I left the vlog for the day. Let's jump to the next day. Hey guys, I'm down in town doing a load more casework. I finished today's All Over the House comic. When I get home, I'm going to do a video for Novabug. So Novabug, you should be seeing that video before you see this one that you're watching now. And what's the other thing I'm going to do? Knobmouse comics, and then in the evening try and get comics scripted and sketched. It's going to be a busy day for that. I've also got tomorrow's Game Hammer extra to work out. I've already worked out that I want to do some film tie-ins for games, but I've got some footage to get and a script to put together for that. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I didn't have a vlog last night, as you may have noticed, because Jen and I came down with this horrible head cold and stomach bug. Combination, like a 1-2 combo. So even though I'm trying to cut out the energy drinks, I'm on one now to try and keep me going. Oh, I feel like death warmed up, let's put it that way. Add to that the fact that it's incredibly humid, so it's hard to breathe, and it's starting to rain a little bit, although I don't know whether it's actually going to do a full rain or not, but I kind of hope it does to clear the air. Oh my goodness, it's so awful. But it's one of those days, so I better get on with this so I can get home and get on with everything else. It should take a while because I wasn't able to do any work yesterday to keep on top of it, so I've got at least 2 days to get through, and you never know. I can't tell because I let my council phone run out of battery because I was ill and didn't realise. I don't know the extent of the number of emails. It could be 2, it could be 200. I better get on with it. Oh my goodness. I am exhausted, but I've got through all the work today. There was some interesting stuff that really did need to be done there and then, and I'm glad I could do it. Hopefully a lot of issues resolved, so good work. Let's go back home and get some more work done. So after work, I went home and started doing troubleshooting on the camera. I think we found out what was wrong, so let's have a look at that. Okay, I think I've narrowed the problem down now. It may actually be a battery issue. There is no battery level indicator on this microphone, but I realised that I haven't changed the battery since I bought the thing in December. So, yeah, 8 months probably time. So I changed them, and it turns out that it seems to have fixed the problem. So if you can hear me now and everything's fine, then that's what it is. It's just been a battery issue, so yeah. Okay, I'm going to head off now because it is 20 past 8. I've just recorded a video response for Novabug, and I'll put a link to that in the description bar. Here's a quick clip. Hang on, where am I? It looks like my office, but there's something wrong here. Hang on. Hold on a second. I'm inside a computer, just as you're doing, isn't it, Novabug? Bit of fun there. I had a lot of fun putting that together. It's very similar in style and the way I put it together as the start of the script for Retro, the Game Hammer review of a set of classic games on the PlayStation 2. I did it in the style of an old TV advert, and I basically used the same sort of video effects to do that one. So, it was good, a lot of good fun, but I'm going to go off now because I want to get some time away from the screen and have a bit of time away, and just a bit of time off to tend to myself, and then I'm going to start work on the comics, so I'll see you later. So that was it, that was the final part, and that brings us up to yesterday where I was out and about delivering leaflets and then getting on with work, so let's have a look at that now. Hey guys, we're out and about once again, and the wind gets up the moment you turn the camera on. We're out delivering the thank you leaflets for Chris Green after his election victory, and it's a nice day, a bit windy, but wind's actually quite good when you're walking around because it means you can push yourself longer and harder and you still get a cooling breeze on your face. Anyway, let's get on because I haven't got much battery left, so I'll finish delivering these and then I'll see you back in the office. Hey guys, we've just finished doing our walk around delivering things. Just under 3 miles and just under 2 hours to do it, so that's pretty good. Nice bit of workout, and we deliver the literature as well, so win-win. So now back to the office. And there we are, all done. So let's go to the office and get some more work done, because I've got things that really need to be done today that I forgot about, and some that need to be done today because they're due today. So, let's get on with it. Okay guys, I'm back in the office and I'm still using the action camera. I'll just turn the light so you get a bit better light. I'm still using the action camera because I seem to be having a huge amount of trouble with my cameras at the moment. The usual one we use, the big EOS 700D, is not working. I've tried turning it on and it does nothing. Tried turning it off and turning it back on, it does nothing. It was working yesterday when I tested it. I don't know what's wrong. I'm hoping that the battery has just gone dead for some reason. I'm going to have to try charging it up and make sure the camera works. If it is that, well, the battery is 4 years old and it has been used quite a lot. I mean, we use it daily. So I'll see. Maybe it just got left on, I don't know. But whatever it is, I need to make sure the camera's working. But I haven't got a minute to do it at the moment because I've just finished the all over the house for today. I'm well behind schedule on what I'm supposed to be doing, but I've got to go back to town now because I have a report to write that needs to be finished by today. So, it's something that came up at the last minute, and otherwise I would have had it done earlier. But I've got to go and do that, so I don't have a minute to try and fix the camera. I'll have to try it tonight. I'd have to just finished work here down at the town hall, and I'm trying to hold this steady, but it seems like my hand's shaking because I haven't eaten for hours. I forgot. It's one of those issues. I don't have a sense of hunger, and every now and again I forget. So best go home and get something to eat now, and then get back on my work. Oh man, I'm knackered. No wonder I was feeling a bit ill. But let's go. Okay, it looks like the battery was the problem. There was a problem with the connections. I think it got dust in it or something, and it just completely stopped. Good. Let's get on with what I need to do now that I'm back from town with my casework done. I need to record bits for Game Hammer. For Game Hammer's not one shot, the extra, the top lists thing and extra bits like a magazine show, an anthology show is what I actually mean. That's what I'm trying to do today. I've just tried to record part of a review of Blade Runner, and then Jen phoned and she spent ages talking about Blade Runner, but won't record a piece for it because she's out of work. So that's unfortunate. I'll see if I can get in my head and speak to the camera. I'm not very good at this at the moment because I'm still not entirely well after being a bit under the weather. But I'll try and get into perspective what you were saying. Anyway, let's do it. Blade Runner is one of those 1990s point-and-click adventure games. Oh, that was a long and hard one. I'm going to have to edit a fair amount out of that. And that's all I've got for you. That's the entire anthology of the last few days with the saga of trying to fix everything. I'm having to do this on the Action Cam, the little Panasonic HXA1, because I'm still having big problems with the big camera. There's a battery issue. It seems like the battery won't properly charge, so I get a little bit, like 5 or 10 minutes of recording and then nulling. It won't even turn on. So, it's a bit of an annoyance because there's no indicator, it just doesn't work afterward. When you turn it off after you've recorded, then turn it back on, it just won't turn on. So I'm going to have to get another battery, I think. I think that's what the problem is. I'm hoping it's not the camera, but a new battery is reasonably cheap, so I'm going to get one of them and test and see how it goes. But if I'm a little bit spotty on putting updates on, it's because we're having camera issues. That's all I've got time for, so I'll see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow, but we'll have to wait and see.